Get out of our freighter and get in the scout ship and go off after his signals, but this unfortunately leaves the whole freighter unmanned. Maybe bear that in mind.
Okey-dokey. I think, like, getting back to the intro and how long it went and how I asked if it was, like, show not tell, I think that gets back to, you know, it's okay to have a long intro. That in and of itself I don't think is an issue. I think the big issue is when the long intro talks at you.
Well, that was pretty talky.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, that's a problem. That's the same thing with, you know, the Metal Gear games, is a lot of the cinematics don't show, they just recite shit at you.
So what can any, like, work of media, visual media do except talk at?
Well, cutscenes, well, okay, it's like the difference between a character sitting there and saying that they're nervous, or a character sitting there and talking while their hand's holding a cup and shaking.
Well, it's still talking at, it's just showing rather than telling. Showing at.
Yes, that's the better way to do it. That's
well, you put the emphasis on at rather than tell.
Hmm? No, well, when I said talking at, like...
Yes, you're putting the emphasis on at.
Yeah, but it's different to showing, like...
Yes.
Yeah, so when, you know, like, so it's not talking to us, like, it's sort of... Because it's okay to have dialogue, again, that explains, like, expository dialogue. That's not a bad thing, either. But there's a difference between expository dialogue that's, you know, maybe to another... that's intended for another character that makes more sense within the narrative structure of the game.
Shut up, you're waffling.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Anyway, it took me ages to get these controls to a point where I liked them this morning.
So what are the controls?
Well, it's basically FPS controls, but
is it on rails?
This bit is.
Okay.
It's just introducing us to movement.
Can you touch those things? What's going to happen? Ooh, oh, you bumped into something.
Oh no.
I think the music's a little too rocky for what's going on.
Well, we're going to rescue someone. We're going to be the big hero.
Ah, cool. So you can just go with, like, sort of hop, like, helicopter up and down.
Yeah. You can
This
also
kind of reminds me of Descent.
You can switch in the option menu. There's first-person shooter controls, which is these, or there's space simulator controls, which is more like, you know, a flight sim, where you can just like pitch and yaw eternally and stuff. So just follow the map now. Points, avoid the scrap. Ow! I took some scrap to the face.
Seconds. It was there on screen for quite a while too. Like, avoid the scrap.
I'm the worst undersea hero.
Oh, howlin' mad Murphy.
I'm presuming there's some kind of ecological catastrophe behind all this.
You mailbox head.
And everyone has to live at the bottom of the sea.
For anyone at home listening, this is my entire thing. This thing is going to be all SeaQuest and Sea Lab references.
So you see, darling, it's better where it is wetter. Take it from me.
That lyric is just so much more horrible when you just say it. Song, you can kind of like, oh, music.
I think it gets even worse if you say it in a sort of Leslie Grantham voice.
Who's Leslie Grantham?
I've probably got that name wrong, you know, sort of, who am I thinking of?
Jesus?
Oh, sort of like, you know, the well, hello ladies sort of voice. There he is.
Is he shooting at you?
Yeah, it was a trick. It was a dastardly trick.
Fuck you, Hank Bellows.
Dastardly trick on Hank Bellows' part.
You know I got guns on this thing too, Hank, you fucking tool. You're not the only one with guns.
Yeah. I got guns up the butt.
Yeah. Think I don't know what I'm doing? I've seen like almost every episode of SeaQuest. Shoot him, shoot him, you're not shooting him.
I am shooting him.
Get close. I want to see Hank's stupid face after we crack his dumb little pod.
Hey, where are you going? Come back here, Hank Bellows.
Kill him. Kill him. No mercy. The sea does not forgive.
Oh, he pissed.
Exploding?
Oh, he pissed off.
Did he just go into hyperspace in the water?
I guess so. But now I feel like a tool. I think this is a good bit of interactive storytelling, actually, when I watch the intro. It's like, I don't think it is possible to kill him. He just sort of gets bored of you after a while. And then you feel like an absolute ponce.
What a weird interaction.
Oh, what a fool I am. I fell for it. I hope someone doesn't nick my freighter while I left it unmanned. Oh, someone's nicking my freighter, aren't they?
You guys are jerks.
Oh no, my freighter's being stolen by the Burger King Kids Club.
And Burger King.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Can you shoot the scrap?
Yeah,
gun, gun,
I'm
gun,
not
gun,
sure
gun,
what
gun,
it,
gun.
not sure how it helps.
I might get it out of the way. Like I thought, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, see?
yeah, you can destroy the scrap.
Yeah.
Well, it's hardly necessary.
Well, I mean, you bumped into some before, so that might.
Okay, apparently it is necessary.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm such a crap out.
Such a crap DSV pilot.
Such a crap out that my freighter's being nicked.
There need to be some Abyss Easter eggs in here. You ever see Abyss?
Yeah, I'm terrible with names today. The James Cameron
yeah.
thing.
The proper extended edition that doesn't like edit out all the really important. What the hell?
For some reason, I can't ascend at this
Oh.
height.
Okay.
I can go down, but I can't ascend from that height.
Huh. Alright, well that's the game being a dick and not you being a retard then.
Yes, I find that is frequently the case.
Yeah, Abyss. Yeah, that's a great film. I like Abyss.
Yeah, James Cameron's into that, isn't he? Deep sea adventures.
Yeah.
He makes
where he's due, he put his money where his mouth is.
Well, I've heard that he mainly makes films these days to fund his incredibly expensive deep sea voyages.
Fair enough. It's interesting. Like I think it's valuable scientific work.
Yeah, it's
Deep sea shit's weird.
It's one way to justify these things.
There's monsters and shit down there.
See, this is where it gets a little bit weird. I mean, the freighter's still here.
Mm.
They haven't wandered off with it.
They're still exploring. Like, hey, look at this.
Yeah. But, yeah, mission's complete. You just sort of go back inside it.
Do we kill people now?
No, that's the thing. You just go back inside. Some people have nicked it. They're all aboard. They've all, like, taken control. And they just let you go on. And they don't seem to care about you. Just go, oh, you're the old owner of this, are you? Fair enough.
That's odd.
Well, perhaps I should show rather than tell.
Yeah. Like, imagine if you came into your... Okay.
Excuse me.
What do you want, mate?
Some answers.
Wrong place, wrong time. Shove off.
I guess we're a young boy that no one takes seriously. And he's not even like...
Trying to threaten to kill him, or...?
No, he doesn't even consider us a threat. He's just going, bugger off.
Okay.
And there's that cheerful-looking fellow.
Chris Tucker.
Yeah, I was just thinking he looked like the Fifth Element bloke.
Yeah, I think it was Chris Tucker. Yeah. That Fifth Element is the only appropriate casting of Chris Tucker I've ever seen. And yes, I'm aware that was meant to be Prince, but I honestly don't think Prince could have pulled off. I don't think Prince would have had the fucking just energy that Chris Tucker brought to that.
He certainly brought energy to it.
That was... Come on. Ruby Rod, fucking... That, I think Fifth Element is one of my favourite sci-fi movies of all time. It's a fucking brilliant movie, and Ruby Rod is a big and bizarre element of that.
Yeah, so we're just establishing here that these pirates are just... I mean, they seem affable enough, but they're just not going to give your ship back.
Yeah, imagine like if you came home and there were just other people in your house, and instead of like robbing the place, they were just your housemates now. Like, who are you? I'm Dave. I live in this room now.
Well, the analogy works better if our house was some kind of vehicle we only vaguely knew how to pilot, and the people who came in to steal it knew very well how to pilot it.
Don't you know how to pilot your house?
Sort of seems fair enough
It's weird.
when you look at it that way.
It's kind of weird that you can't fly your house. Yeah, I'll tell you, everybody else can do that.
Dialogue, dialogue, dialogue. Yeah, we didn't even have a purpose in mind for this freighter, so yeah,
Okay.
fair enough.
Well, you guys obviously seem to know what you're doing more than I do.
Now the bridge has been highlighted again after we spoke to those people, and this bloke shows up.
I'm Sephiroth.
I'm Brandon Lee, I was going to say.
Brandon Lee. Bastard.
Why? No alternative. So, presumably they were all just swimming outside the freighter before they got there.
Yeah, just happened to be paddling by.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe they have like special... Demand you do the rest of that in that voice. That made me giggle and I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh look, it's Japanese character. You can tell because they said ni hao. Like fucking Samurai from the Super Friends. Just replace every fourth word with the one from Japanese.
Alright, so basically you've been...
Go on, let's get back to the action. We've got a crew now, so...
Do we have a crew, or does a crew have us?
Basically, yeah. We have now been bumped down to, you know, the new recruit of the crew.
That's great. Something about that just makes me giggle. I suppose maybe like the underwater has like different rules.
Oh look, it's Animal from the Muppets.
Oh Jesus.
He's not that friendly because someone took his drum kit away.
Oh, that damn light. I have emotions.
Fuzzy head.
Huh.
He looks
not what I expected Fuzzy Head to look like.
He looks a bit like Benicio del Toro.
Yeah, he does. They all have things on their throats. What's with that?
I was wondering that just then. I mean, I thought for a while I was wearing some kind of necklace, but maybe perhaps it's for breathing underwater. But then this whole room doesn't seem to be underwater.
Well, I don't know. You could like human skin's not designed to be like
breathing underwater.
I do like this is kind of neat, like being able to kind of wander around, have some story and shit.
It's sort of like Mass Effect, but not
without walking.
Yeah, without walking. Right, now we can talk to him again. He gives us our next mission.
Quick effect.
Now let's just go kill things.
I need you to go get these rats out of my basement. That's a noble.
Well, basically, yeah. Oh, hang on. I remember this from one.
Tornado Zone.
I haven't really played past the next mission. See, I do some fucking prep work, unlike my colleague.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna start pre-recording my fucking games.
Yes, I mean, I asked before we recorded, do you want me to just play the games from now on? Because it seemed like you were rather resentful of doing so last time.
Well, okay. Metal Gear Solid 3 was like a perfect storm of issues. So I had greatly overestimated how well I remembered how to play that game.
So like the main issue was you then.
Well, the second issue, which was a big issue, which was a you issue, is playing it in a tiny window on a screen about 2 meters away from my face, where I could literally not see.
Could always have moved the couch closer. Got a new couch now.
We do. It's so much more comfortable. Yahtzee had one of those. Okay. Yahtzee has money and does these weird things where he doesn't spend any of it except on like ridiculous larks that his friends talk him into.
Yes, how this becomes relevant is that last week I have had money and a girlfriend. And my girlfriend sort of... And my girlfriend was the one who sort of poked me into buying some new furniture, because that's what they do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I knew for a while, of course I need new furniture, but sometimes you just need someone.
Yeah, I've been telling him for ages, because he had this couch that was like his friend's couch from his last house that was like God knows how old. And it had done that thing where the kind of very back corner, like the bit where the sort of back angle and the flat angle of the chair have kind of collapsed back. So the couch ate your ass. Every time you sat down, it had vanished into this extremity, and it was a bastard to sit in, it was uncomfortable, and it was a dick to get out of.
I suppose I should have felt a bit silly when I asked my old housemate if he wanted the couch back, and he immediately said, no, it's your problem now.
Yeah, I don't... That's funny that you think that... That's just... Yeah, that's a... So do you want this large piece of shit back?
So we went on a little bonding trip to the dump last weekend, Gabriel and I.
Dump runs are fun. IKEA's an interesting place. It's the first time I've ever been to an IKEA.
Really?
Yeah. It's kind of weird. Like, I like that there's absolutely zero localization, almost.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Like, everything's, it's kind of like going to, like, Chinatown, but Swedish. And there was a display in IKEA, which was just a robot bum whose destiny is to constantly sit on a chair over and over again until the end of time.
More combat.
Ooh, a neo-yuppie.
We're killing these things to prove ourselves or something.
Well, they are yuppies.
Yes.
Get him before he gentrifies the area.
Bastard. This'll teach you.
Look at you. Fuck you.
We don't want your French-style coffee shops.
You're remodeling real estate and then jacking up the prices in places people can't afford.
That was a wall.
Yeah.
I strayed too far.
Get close, get close. Yeah.
Yeah, you're on the run now.
I can't tell when you're actually hitting him or not. That's kind of not good for this.
Shield's in the bottom left.
When you're getting hit or when they're getting hit?
My shield's in the bottom.
Oh, yeah, no. When they're hitting you, that I can fucking fathom. But I just, there's no little graphical pop when one of your bullets makes contact, which...
No, that's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
I just assume if they...
Yeah, I mean, you're obviously having an effect. Like, you just killed one, but...
Yeah.
It kind of... It loses something when you can't see the little pops. Oh wait, up there. There's up in the top left. There's a little thing.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I noticed too. Oh, it's got speed and distance.
I'm the winner.
Winrar is you.
I'm gonna explore these ruins for a bit. Because the objectives keep saying stuff like, "Ooh, maybe there'll be some secret treasures if you hunt around," but I haven't found any yet.
It's just a lie. No Easter eggs in this at all. This does remind me of Descent. But
Now
like,
I'm picturing an Easter
moist.
bunny wearing an aqua lung.
That would make a great Easter egg. I love gaming Easter eggs. What are some of your favourites?
I liked the one from Final Fight for the Amiga.
What was that?
Well,
I never played the Amiga version. I had the SNES version, which is like sad.
Well, you press a key at a specific point in the intro sequence,
Yeah.
and then it cuts to the bit where it says "Turn on your TV." And it cuts to, instead of the TV of like the hostage taker, it's it's an image of the guy who localized the game for the Amiga. And he does this whole speech about saying, "Hey, this is my handsome face. Sorry, chicks, my diary's booked out." And then like a little pen draws a moustache and glasses on him.
Mad Gear.
Hey, there's a guy. I'm gonna try out my torpedo launcher.
Oh, rock and roll.
It missed.
Oh, okay. I think there might be a lock on. Like,
I did lock on.
I don't think that's what happened.
That's why there's a red thing around it.
Yeah, but that's around him just generally. Like, look, like move away. Yeah. Okay, wait. Like, hold it on a little bit longer.
Okay, doing that.
Okay. All right. I got no idea then. Oh, I don't think you're right.
Haha!
Oh yeah!
I feel powerful and dangerous.
Big man.
And wild. Oh, apparently we fight like an old man peas.
I just shot a fucking missile at a dude from a distance with no lock on, you fucking little peen.
I'm not sure what old men she's been hanging around.
Yeah.
They've probably
Like an old man who has rocket launchers strapped to him.
get in the way of their
That's
pet.
probably why we don't live on the surface anymore. There's just like old people with like, you know, it started out as just kind of assistive technology, you know, we gave them sort of better hips and reaching
Yeah.
claws and then
Get in the way of their piss, they'll knock a hole in you like a shotgun blast.
yeah, then the technology started getting better and they grew stronger. Impossibly strong. Now old people roam the earth.
I guess
Look at my underwater Cadillac.
our open quotes friends are helping us now.
Are they?
Yeah, according to the dialogue.
Oh, okay. That guy can't hit with missiles for shit. You suck, Gorgon.
Well, we talk shit, but we wasted one, and we only had two.
One. Yeah. We have a 50% hit rate. That guy didn't hit you with one, and he shot like 7.
My shields aren't looking too good.
Is there any way to like boost them?
Not presently. I think you can get repair modules, but I have none at present.
Okay, is this one of those games where your assistant characters will actually assist, or do they just sort of dither around?
Well, they seem to be getting in the way a lot.
Okay,
Ah.
they must have been doing some damage to him then.
Any more? Guess not.
I wonder if there's a way to do that in some games, like just go through as a pacifist. Like if you could do one of the modern warfares without actually shooting anybody. I mean, I know
Well,
they
not-
kind of force you at points, but
Well, not modern warfare. I suppose unless... well, maybe you could, actually. I mean,
Because,
most of that game is just pushing forward to the next point of no return, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
most linear games these days. You could
rail
just,
shooter with wider rails,
could just avoid the enemies, stab them up if they get too close.
hide and cry.
I'm just...
I want you to do that. Actually, yeah, that. I demand somebody do that now because somebody played through and beat Dark Souls using a Guitar Hero controller.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's
I imagine-
fucking insane.
I imagine it wouldn't be too hard once you got used to it.
Okay, did you see what the controls he had available to him were?
Presumably he had the strum bar on the 5 buttons.
No, but you know how, like, what he was actually capable of doing in the game. He could go left, couldn't go right, could only rotate the camera one direction, only had light attacks and parry, and he beat the fucking game. That is insane.
Yes, but how long did it take him?
It doesn't matter, dude. That's mental. Like, that is an insane thing to do.
Yeah, but
like,
even
that's
if
not.
Even if you had the hardest control method in the world, given infinite time, of course you're going to get through the game.
Well, yeah, but you know,
I mean, if you did it in like...
he managed to accomplish that in the time between Dark Souls was released and today, which is not a long
Okay.
period of time.
I once saw a guy playing all 4 instruments in Rock Band. There are a lot of freaks in the world.
Yeah, it's just... What's the limit to you between a legitimate challenge and just playing silly buggers? Because for me, this is just playing silly buggers. Like, that's like me saying I'm
When you
being
say,
Sonic the Hedgehog with 2 actual hedgehogs in my undies. Like, you're not... You know, like, I don't think it's a reasonable addition to the game difficulty.
It's like all those Guinness Book of Records things where
Yeah.
the person who put the most electric eels in his eyelids.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure he's the only guy
Yeah.
who's ever tried putting electric eels in his eyelids.
Like, I don't think... Like, here's another one. Who wants to set a world record with me of, like, most Dark Souls beaten while I whack at your unprotected scrotum with a towel? Like,
Now, who'd like to join my world record attempt for most cream eggs eaten in one sitting?
Oh, I want to see you do that. I'm going to look that up, actually. I'm going to see, because I guarantee you there's some motherfucker already had a shot at
Can I liquidize them all into a smoothie first?
that. Oh, that'd be great.
Mission's complete. I'm just like seeing if there's any stuff
Most
to pick up.
cream... Alright.
I found a tank.
Holy crap, like, Google immediately suggested that. Most cream eggs eaten in 1 minute, Guinness World Records. This is a thing.
I think there's something for every food stuff.
This is fucking depressing.
Do they have most hamburgers?
I almost insist that you do this.
So what is the?
Huh.
So how many cream eggs in a minute are we talking about here?
I want to see this now.
No, I've seen competitive eaters, and they're not necessarily fat.
No, that's... No,
It's all about being able, just having like retention and stuff.
6.
6 in 1 minute.
6 in a minute.
Oh, I can do better than that.
I taste new video. This is gonna be marvelous.
Can you liquidize them? Did they say
I don't
that?
think so. I think by the appearance of all these videos, they have to be whole eggs. But I mean, fourth place at the moment.
It's probably going to be like the dry crackers thing. It's probably a lot harder than I think.
Well, I mean, those things are god awfully sweet, man. Like,
Well, they are quite glurgy, aren't
Yeah.
they?
I need to see this happen. We need to do this.
A bit cloying.
We can go to the 7-Eleven and we can make this. It's not Easter.
No,
Shit.
they're not selling Easter eggs.
Damn you, fucking
I
Cadbury.
think they sell them briefly for Halloween in some places. They sell spooky
You
eggs.
know, Halloween eggs. Fuck you, eat it, you fat shit.
Let's see what
I
else
reckon.
we have.
I reckon you can do 7. You're tall and you have a lot of space in you, and I think you have a big mouth cavity, and you fucking love sweets. Yeah,
Yes, big
like a
old mouth
fucking
me.
python. And yeah, I mean, I reckon you can manage that. I think we've got this.
What's this? Why is this rock
Peter
structure?
Zawinski is the current holder, and
These rock structures are all... I think for it to go in the Guinness World Record, you have to have like an adjudicator on hand.
Well, it's kind of like a semi-official thing on their website where you have to have like a clock counter, you have to be recording. Like there's a few little details on the thing I was just looking at. But you don't need people there apparently. You can just
Okay.
we can just do this. We can make this happen.
Can you just film it or something?
Yeah. That's what was happening. That's what I said. You just have to film it with you like with a counter. Like you have to have like a
I think that video would probably be incredibly revolting to watch.
internet gold. What part of like you've been on the internet? How do you not know that everyone would want to see that?
There's something about gorging that really turns my stomach when I see it.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the French movie Le Grand Bouffe?
Can't say I have,
It's
but I can tell you what it means.
Oh, what
it
it
means the big beef.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's probably what I might be pronouncing it incorrectly. A friend of mine did try to teach me French pronunciation once, and then he gave up.
I don't understand this. I'm going to destroy it.
We destroy what we don't understand. Yeah, it's about a bunch of French guys who try to drink, whore, and eat themselves to death, and that's actually a lot harder than it looks.
Okay, I suppose we should go to the next mission then.
Oh yes, Yahtzee Croshaw eats 7. That's a hashtag. Yahtzee Croshaw eats 7. This is a thing. We can make this.
Gashi Croshaw.
Yahtzee Croshaw eats 7.
Well, anyway.
I have to think of something for me to do.
Oh, cool. We won some armor. We got some... See, it comes with bonus targets.
Booty!
But where was the booty?
I don't know.
Where was the booty?
Booty list.
I don't play.
Yeah, it's funny because it also means butts.
Bootylicious.
Bootylicious.
Right. Now let's reap praise from that very gruff man who looks like Captain Haddock.
Please love me, not daddy.
Hey, you just earned another day in your rotten life, Will.
Well, that's something, I suppose.
Atlantic Federation ships are too fast for their own maneuverability.
I did not notice that.
Look how cowed we are. We're already calling him Skipper.
Runs off on his own. It's all
Okay, person now in charge of the boat that used to be mine.
Okay, please don't kill me. What do you want me to do, Master?
Do you love me, Daddy? Tell me you love me.
Would you like to do my virginal butthole?
I like how I'm going for a paternal relationship, and you can just leap immediately toward like buggery. That reminds me of Captain Pugwash, how like every fucking character was named after masturbation or sodomy. And
that's urban legend.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like Pugwash, I know Pugwash is one, and there was Master Bates.
Was there actually a Master Bates?
I'll look it up.
I'd actually seen the show. I remember hearing that this was like a...
Well, I used to watch it as a kid. Okay, I'm just going to look up Captain Pugwash pedophile, because that's one of the ones I heard, and probably the least likely to be true. So if Captain Pugwash is a pedophile, then the other ones are definitely real.
Okay.
Just don't type in Rule 34 after this and you're fine.
Oh, Benicio del Toro selling us some things. Shut up.
Alright, Google, what does this return?
Okay, what we got? Let's auto-equip again. Equip special items manually, they said.
Huh. That's a good thing.
Ceramic armor. What does that do then? Increases kinetic armor by 1,000. Well,
Protects you from urine stains.
I'll have that. Don't know what that does. Small block. Reloads energy depending weapon systems.
Yeah. Well, that's what it does then.
Huh. Does my energy run out?
We're just learning, like...
Okay, 2 torpedoes. Can we buy more, do you think?
Go for it.
Oh, I got a Vendetta and a Vendetta Sniper. Which does a bit more damage, but has a bit more reload time. Yeah, that makes a bit more sense. Okay, we're heading into the unknown now.
Ah, sweet, delicious unknown. Oh, you can get different ships.
Well,
Salty dog.
the salty dog.
That's what I call my penis.
Yes, I had a feeling we were going somewhere in that direction.
Oh, fuck it. If you can make a reference to a cabin boy being molested, I can reference my genitalia.
I didn't say anything about... Oh, yeah, I did. I thought we were talking about Captain Pugwash's cabin boy. You were the one who brought up that paedophilia thing.
Captain Buggery stuff. Mei Ling.
See, that's just saying that she might ling at some point.
Waifu!
Yeah. Hey, she's got a nicer choker than me.
There'll be a fan of this somewhere in the comments who'll explain, like, the rich history of the technology.
This love interest thing's moving pretty fast for my liking.
Why don't we just call that what it is? A sex interest. That's okay. It's okay to have characters that are your sex interest.
How does she know I'm not gay? Maybe I'm all over Stoney's cheeky ass.
Fuck Stoney, man. Animal's where it's at. I mean, you know, he's dark and reticent, but, yeah, he can, you know...
Or this mysterious Irish beauty. Yeah, I think you're misinterpreting the kind of lust you're seeing in there, baby.
It's good old-fashioned regular lust.
Yes.
Horny lust. Just rub it and see what happens. Come on.
Let's see if Angelina can make me jolly.
Angelina.
Well, I'm just...
Take out your concertina and play.
Well, we've descended to innuendo, so let's talk about something in the gaming news.
Harry Belafonte.
Tokyo Games Show has been on recently.
I completely not noticed that.
Yeah.
I should probably brush up a little on that when I get done. Yeah, see, if I was gay, Animal would be what I'd go for. Some angsty rough trade.
He's well scrubbed for someone
liar.
hanging out in the trash compactor.
Alright, so what's been happening at, was it Tokyo Game Show?
Yes,
Okay.
well, there was a new teaser video for Silent Hills came up.
Yeah, we watched that.
All pre-rendered, of course, so it doesn't mean shit.
I think pre-rendered can be a good proof of tone or concept, or like indication of tone or concept.
Well, you say that.
Well, I mean, like, take the Dead Rising one, for instance.
Dead
Island. Whatever. The Dead Island one, like, the tone and the mood and the sort of gameplay style implied by the pre-rendered, like, cutscene that we all really enjoyed.
I suspect this guy's my dad. Because throughout the game, there were people saying, yes, NAS was saying that we want to capture this specific freighter.
He looks the same age almost, but with like just eyebrow wrinkles. That looks like a kid wearing old makeup.
He's got grey hair.
Yeah, but not like grey hair. He's got like, I bought this off of a shelf grey hair. You don't understand.
I made a big thing about how our dad went off to come on an adventure and disappeared. But hey, if this
he doesn't look old. Like he looks like a kid. With...
Oh wait, if this guy's last name is Drake, that would make him Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Huh.
Da, 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 da.
He's a cold-hearted Drake.
So yeah, like I don't mind pre-rendered cutscenes as an indication of tone of game, and that was where the fucking Dead Island one fell apart. Was the tone of the pre-rendered trailer that they released that was really good was completely different to the fucking game.
Blistering barnacles.
But I think the Silent Hill one probably milked it. I mean, I know you think it went a little bit too far sometimes.
I think it was overdoing things.
Yeah, I mean, I think when the millipedes, like, go watch it if you haven't seen it, obviously, but when the millipedes started coming out of the face, that was really cool. When they came out of the wall, that was a bit overdoing it. I didn't mind the big thing chasing you down the hallway, because I think by that point it was later in the trailer. I think, it's okay to have kind of a big thing occurring
I think when you look at the quote attributed to Hideo Kojima here, where he said, originally we were thinking of making a game that would make you pee your pants, but now we're aiming for a game that will make you shit your pants.
Those aren't...
I think he's approaching this with a very, what I'd describe as a Hideo Kojima-y attitude.
Yeah, we're just more equals.
Just more, too much. I mean, as you are well aware, Silent Hill 2 is my favourite horror game ever. I wouldn't say it made me shit my pants.
I like a horror. I like horror that makes me afraid of perfectly normal situations long after I've watched it.
I mean, if you...
when you get home from the cinema and you're just by yourself in a kitchen and the lights aren't on and you hear a noise. Like, that to me is...
Hey, we're picking up Mega Neko signals.
What's Mega Neko?
It's a Japanese word for, like, nerdy hot girl with glasses.
Ah, okay.
I think.
Weeaboo. Sorry, I coughed while I was calling you a weeaboo.
Well, I once found an article that with which one can familiarise oneself with all the different names for girl types the Japanese have, like the tsundere.
They have developed a fascinating taxonomy of females.
Yeah, it's weird that.
Someone's gonna do it.
I mean,
do they have one for guys? I'm curious now. Like, what am I in the dude? There has to be. There's got to be a dude fucking taxonomy. All right, chime in on Twitter. What part of the fucking anime boy are me and Yahtzee?
Hikikomori, I think.
No, I know the Hikikomori. I know, like, Hikikomori.
Otaku?
I mean, you aren't what I'd call, like, you aren't, like, a fanatic about any one thing.
Well, no.
You don't have a fucking Japanese body pillow.
I have to I have to play a new game every week. I do love Silent Hill 2.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't have, like, Silent Hill 2 shit all over the house. Like...
One of the points about Silent Hill 2 I like to repeat a lot is that Silent Hill 2 has no jump scares. Well, it's got one, but you have to go looking for it. It's an optional jump scare.
I don't mind jump scares provided they're built to.
Well, this is the problem. I mean, jump scares are the terrain of things like your Paranormal Activity films, or like the recently stuff like Five Nights at Freddy's, where it's all build it, cocktease, oh, jump out. I mean, the PT playable teaser did that as well. And Red Letter Media did a video about one of the Paranormal Activity films, and they made the point that, everyone's tense while the pacing's happening, but then there's the payoff, jump, and then everyone just relaxes and then stops watching the film and starts chatting. Yeah,
there's the issue, is once you've done your payoff,
it's a pure...
where do you go after that?
It's a pure adrenaline experience, but it doesn't stay. It doesn't stay with you. It's like mustard over capsaicin. Mustard is hot and spicy while it's on your tongue, but you swallow it and it goes away. Your capsaicin-based spice stays around for a while.
It stays in you. It burns going out.
That's what Silent Hill 2 does. It bypassed all my shitting myself and pissing myself instincts, but it lodged inside my head instead. Yeah, and that's the kind of horror I like.
Yeah, something that makes you fucking afraid of standard situations when you're by yourself much after you've fucking, experienced it.
And all I'm seeing of PT, in both playable teaser and the non-playable kind, is just... going straight to the emotional responses.
Do you think that? Because personally, I think video games, because the point of video game is to control, and taking power away from you to make your character die or to make you a victim of a circumstance in a video game feels like punishment. So do you think that video games might be better suited toward the kind of slow burn, not jump, because it's the kind of scare that can work within the gameplay structure?
Well, I have often said that video games may well be the best possible medium for horror, because of the whole player-protagonist connection that automatically gets you immersed and invested in staying alive.
Like, what about things like, it's on the PC and you gotta hide from the Lovecraftian monsters. All I can hear in my head is a machine for pigs, but no, that's the subtitle.
Amnesia?
Amnesia, there we go. For some reason my brain was saying Abyss again. Amnesia, like, you know, how'd you feel about Amnesia? Like,
I think it's a very solid game. But in a film, for example, you need to spend a lot of time trying to get the viewer to identify with the protagonist before you can threaten them with things. But in a video game, you're automatically in a position to be able to threaten us because then we'd have to...
materially involved.
Yeah. Hey, that's a bad guy.
What the? Alright, zoom in on him again like that. Alright. Just...
I think I was using the sniper thing.
I think that might be the best way to shoot the missiles. Alright, that's... You're damaging them, like... I don't think you have... Yeah!
Bitch.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, you don't want to die here. Should have thought of that.
Yeah. All out of don't want to die here.
Yay, I'm not paying attention to the objectives whatsoever, but apparently we won.
So I told you it's easy to fucking miss those when you're sitting like goofing around and doing other shit.
I think there is a lot of indie horror games these days, but they're all based on like pace, jump scare, like the Slender thing. It's the easiest formula in the world.
There's a 2D thing that I downloaded recently.
Lone Survivor?
Yeah, I think that's it. What did you think of that?
It did remind me a bit of Silent Hill too. A bit oblique mind.
Do you think there's a benefit to that though? Like, again, the lingering scare, you know, darkness there but nothing more. I think the oblique method might be a little bit better way of going about it.
What I did find interesting about Lone Survivor is that rather than a lot of horror games which sort of model themselves on the Orpheus thing where you descend into the underworld, Lone Survivor sort of starts with you in the underworld but then sort of spirals outwards to explore it and constantly return to the central point, which is an interesting approach. A bit more philosophical, perhaps.
Well, and I like the idea of waking up in a world that's completely... I like. There's a few moments in The Mouth of Madness where things are clearly fucking weird, but nobody else is acknowledging it. And I feel like some of my worst nightmares have been that, where there's something fucked up, like something corrupting everything around you, and nobody else seems to notice.
That was the basis for the third game in my Chizo Mythos adventure game series, Chilby's Notes. The first game's about you having to team up with strangers to defend against a mutual threat that's haunting the house. And the second game was about having to fight a threat that no one else believes is supernatural and they think it's all you or something. But the third game was about being stuck with a threat that only you know exists and isn't manifesting to anyone else.
God, imagine being legitimately mad. Like, imagine that being like just... You know, you perceive that, you know, like the reptilian resistance folk or, you know, really bad
It would be like They Live, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that one of your, like, nightmare scenarios, then?
Yeah, like the idea of something
Everyone's
sort of
got...
like that. Not They Live, but like, exactly, but like just something happening and me being the only one that seems to be aware of it. Not like it's a secret or a cover-up, but like imagine if there was just a big blinking eye on the wall, like a giant cyst, just looking at everybody, and nobody else acknowledged it.
Yes, we were talking before recording about that one room in Silent Hill 4, where you just walk in, and it starts with the camera facing you, then you walk into the room, camera changes, big massive face of your MKC support character.
And it's not acknowledged, you can't look at it, the game doesn't seem to say anything's weird about it, and I think that's a fantastic way of transferring a creepy sense within universe to a sense of creepy... you know, into the non-diegetic.
I think Silent Hill 2 does that as well. It's like the whole sequence where James Sunderland sticks his hand down a toilet. Just he almost feels detached from the world around him. That's part of his characterization, I suppose.
For good reason.
Yeah, his character almost seems a little bit dense.
But it is like that dream thing, you know, where
So what are we doing now? I guess we're just checking this thing out.
follow the yellow brick arrow.
Check out nav point. Can do.
Because yeah, very few games have really given me that kind of, fear thing where I'm actually legitimately scared.
Yeah.
And making me jumps easy because I'm just high strung.
Yeah,
Like,
I hate playing games that I know is just going to do jump scares, but I hate jump scares. They make
what'd
me
you think of Outlast?
After there's a jump scare, I always feel kind of cheated.
Yeah.
It does rely on the jump scare a lot.
Yeah, I thought Outlast. Again, I think I don't want to come off as though I hate jump scares as a thing entirely. Like I don't mind them. I think they
can certainly add to a horror atmosphere, but you need a bit more.
And I think like in a game like Outlast, I think to a degree they work to reasonable effect because a chunk of the game is a clear threat to your immediate physical well-being. So
Well, it's good to have like just sort of panic state.
yeah, like
And I
the
remember-
idea of something suddenly being in the doorway
How do I
triggers the brain of, oh god, that might be an actual enemy I have to hide from. So
How
I
do
think
I
there's degrees to which jump scares in like video games kind of work a little better than
How
they
do
do
I
in
get
film.
past this big wall?
I look at the little super map down the bottom.
Are we supposed to just...
Look at the map down the bottom.
Yeah, I'm looking
Yeah, okay,
at it.
now follow the darker area so you can go around this cliff.
I'm trying.
You're not, you're just going at the cliff.
Yeah.
Okay, look at the okay, you see how there's like black?
Yeah.
And you see how on the right hand side of the little thing it goes up and around? Like maybe follow that.
Yeah.
Do you think there's like a map screen perhaps? Yeah, look, see? Keep going up. And then there's a little arch. Okay, the mini map down the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, see? There you go.
That wasn't intuitive.
I have a very good sense of direction.
No, you don't.
Yes I do.
There says the guy who was playing Metal Gear Solid 3 last week.
Well I couldn't see. I couldn't see the dudes that were attacking me, that was the problem.
I could.
Honestly, it must have been the light hitting the TV, because I couldn't see butt-fuck shit. It was infuriating.
But fuck shit.
Yes, that's the worst kind of shit. It kind of comes out squidgy.
Yeah, and all over one's willy.
Butt stuff.
Oh,
Prep for it.
here's where everyone went.
There you go, you silly Billy.
Hey guys!
I do like Kojima's thing of like peeing and shitting pants scary being kind of different levels. Like, I mean, what do you think? Like, I think it's an odd difference to point out.
Well,
Like,
I
don't think
associate shit yourself scary with a spontaneous thing, and I associate piss yourself scary with a slow build-up because you've been holding it in too long.
something's only shit myself scary if I have to shit. Like, I think that's a significant, like...
Is it possible we're overanalyzing what was probably just a throwaway comment?
Never!
Damn.
We will deconstruct Kojima-san.
Damn, he beat me up a lot.
Ow.
Perhaps I should try out this sniper.
I think that turret's behind a wall. But yeah, you should probably do that. Yeah, I'm probably going to something at this rate. Like, yeah, like, strafe around it, see if you can find it. What else happened this
there's
week?
one.
What else you got up there? Techland stepped away from Dead Island due to creative differences.
Yes.
In quotes, there were a lot of moments when we would disagree with the creative vision of the project, and have now switched to Jaeger.
This sniper rifle kicks ass.
Sweet. So, okay, you can probably tell me who's what in that.
Okay,
Did Techland do the first Dead
Techland
Island?
did the first Dead Island,
Uh-huh.
with it of the dodgy pre-rendered trailer that didn't have anything to do with the rest of the game. And
So
now I'm wondering because they were saying that they're stepping away from Dead Island 2 because during Dead Island, got a quote here, there were a lot of moments where we would disagree on the creative vision of the project. So maybe,
that's interesting.
So I don't know if they were on the pre-rendered trailer side
just
or how the game turned out side.
It'd have to, it'd have to be the pre-rendered side then, if that's the problem.
Am I shooting this?
Yeah, a little puff, see?
I guess, but it's not being damaged at all.
Yeah, that's not hurting a lot. Do you have rockets?
No, I think we run out.
Oh well, just strafe and shoot. That's doing, yeah, that's going to.
Well, it's losing health, certainly. Oh, there's a mobile attacker. I'll keep him on my flank because I've got more shield there.
Oh, so you got different sides of shield.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, that'll do it.
Boom! Now you did.
Now to snipe, I think. Oh, bum. Oh, you got a short
To be
range
fair, you're
back
trying to
there.
like snipe like two, from a moving target to a moving object to a moving target.
Yeah, do it all the time in the Marines.
Yeah. I have over 100 confirmed kills. Nice.
That got him. He's
You're not hurting him much.
Yeah, he's not losing.
Get your regular bullets out. I think maybe you hit him. Try hitting him in the little yellow bit.
There's a thought.
What if, Yahtzee? What if you hit the glowing part?
Oh, miss.
Oh, tense. Ah, Wu-Tang!
That's how you do it.
Fucking killed that dude.
Yeah.
Hit your enormous glowing fuel supply.
We're kings of the undersea world. Ah, there's another.
You shoot, I spot. We're a team.
Yes, but Jaeger Development, who
What's
are taking
Jaeger?
over Dead Island 2, they're the guys who made Spec Ops The Line, of course.
Yeah.
It's one of my favourite games of recent years.
Yeah, I played that recently.
I'm not sure what they can do with a zombie game, though. Kind of tired at this point.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold out much hope they're going to somehow turn the game into a revolution.
Nah.
See, I think, to be fair to Dead Island, I came in, and I think this is, again, the issue of the trailer, is I came into Dead Island expecting something very different, and what I got was, like, Borderlands with zombies.
Yeah, basically.
Which, in and of itself, it's not a bad thing, it's just I sort of was expecting the kind of emotional journey that the trailer took you on.
Apparently they're making Dying Light next. Same guys.
Okay, what? The same guys who did what?
Same guys who did Dead Island, Techland.
Oh, right, the Techland are making it.
Oh, bum, I died.
Well, here's hoping they can do something a little closer to that original trailer.
I wouldn't hold out much hope. Dying Light's a big old, I think it's Expo, big title.
Oh.
So it'll probably be lowest common denominator shit.
Have you played Destiny?
Yes, but I'm doing a review for next week.
Oh, okay.
So shut up.
Can't give away spoilers. I don't know, I haven't played it, I haven't barely heard of it. It's completely off my radar these days. I'm settling nicely into my grumpy old man game hipster.
Okay, that orange bit is the cockpit, apparently.
Ah.
Put all their explosive in there. Seems like a design flaw.
Those are poorly armoured.
Okay, well now we know where we are. Let's do this properly. Yes, Spec Ops The Line. You know what Spec Ops The Line did well? Player-protagonist disconnect to create a sense of horror and unease.
Yeah, and stuff that I didn't know was happening either. Like, I did not see that coming until probably quite close to when it actually occurred.
That's the best kind of twist.
Yeah, because it really played it straight for quite a while. And you're just like, oh, I'm Military Joe. And then it slowly started, like, that's the thing. It established the trope that it then started to pull out from
What I do like about it is that it does, like, force you to do the things that the player character wants to do, but the player character's making really dodgy decisions all the time. And you start to grow in distrust for him.
Yeah.
Because the things he's seeing might not be what you're seeing, and he's saying, hey, let's use white phosphorus. And there is no way to proceed without doing so. This sort of makes you more and more resentful of the guy. The game ends with you deciding whether or not to shoot yourself in the head. And really hard decision for me.
What did you wind up doing?
Well, first of all, I shot myself in the head, obviously.
Okay, so wait. When you're talking... Okay, so spoilers for anyone who hasn't played it, go away.
Nice warning.
Yeah, well, I'll fucking do it now, but I'll do it in an insulting manner.
Well, we already said it ends with shooting yourself
Well,
in
see,
the
it didn't
head.
for me.
Didn't it?
No. That's why I'm interested in how you got to that conclusion, because mine ended quite differently. I didn't shoot myself. I shot him. Him in inverted commas. And then the next scene was just a bunch of military police coming to pick me up at the compound.
Yeah, I looked at all the other endings after I'd done that one.
Yeah, and I had a choice of whether I had to put my weapon down or go out in a blaze of glory, and I decided and put my weapon down.
Well, technically there's three choices. You can put your weapon down, you can go out in a blaze of glory, and the blaze of glory can either end in you winning or being killed.
Oh, so you can even fight your way out?
Yeah.
Huh, that's good. See, I thought it was going to be a definite set death sort of thing.
So that's a total of 4 endings, I think.
And I think because it doesn't really tell you when you're doing a major, like, it doesn't go, here is a decision, like, you can kind of pick them a little bit, but it doesn't sort of go, here is a decision that will affect the ending kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, Silent Hill 2, again, there's that a lot. There's a lot of little things that affect what ending you're going to get. But a lot of later Silent Hill games try to recreate the effect of having the different endings, particularly the Western developed ones like Silent Hill Homecoming. But the problem with those ones is that they actually try to recontextualize the game in the endings.
Yeah.
Like in some of them they were saying, oh, it was a dream all along, or in some of them they were saying, oh no, it was real, and then aliens invade. That sort of thing. But in Silent Hill 2, the plot's always the same, the twist's always the same, the ending is just the different ways James Sunderland can redeem himself.
Mm. Yeah, like it's interpretations of the events, not complete recontextualizations of the events.
Yes. Do you want to pick as a question? Getting close to the end, but we didn't do questions last time, so we might as well...
Alrighty. Yahtzee, how did you learn to create video games? What programming language or game engine or whatever did you use to make your games? And that question comes from Pastry.
Well, the first thing I tried making games, and very first thing, was like on the Commodore 64. I just learned how to use BASIC and made really simple text-based stuff, like input a $sign. Like, I do a little, like, choose your adventure story. You're in a room, there is a flaming torch. And I go to the next room and there's a puzzle, but I didn't really understand programming to a great extent, so I just go, did you pick up the flaming torch in the last room, yes or no? And did you just have to trust people there? Because, hey, it works for fighting fantasy books.
Mm.
Then after that I had an Amiga and did a bit of experimentation with a program called the Graphic Adventure Creator, or GAC, which was released by a shareware company a while back. Blubberhead. And then on PC, at first I started using Visual Basic, because that's what they had on the computers in my school tech lab. Again, rather technically inefficient.
Mm.
And then eventually discovered Adventure Game Studio, because I just wanted to make adventure games for a while, because that was the only games I was interested in back in those days.
Good for narrative.
Then I gained interest for different kinds of games, and so I gradually transitioned from making non-adventure games in Adventure Game Studio to using stuff like Game Maker and Unity.
Nifty.
So at the moment I mainly use Game Maker, because I've tried like messing around with 3D and stuff like Unity, but it just seems like a bit of a faff to me.
I don't think it's necessary these days. You know, I think good 2D can express as much as 3D. Really.
Well, quite.
And 3D was a fantastic development, necessary, and I think you can do a lot with it. I'm not going to say one's better than the other, but... Yeah.
It depends on what you want to do. Right?
Yeah.
Like, for example, Sonic and Castlevania are two franchises that just do not get on well with 3D when they apply their core game mechanics.
Yeah.
Because Sonic's very fast-paced. It's hard enough having to worry about 2 dimensions.
I think some of the stages in Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 managed quite well, but...
If you say so.
I enjoyed those games.
I am aware that you are a massive rose-tinted Dreamcast fanboy.
No, I have played them more recently, and a lot of them still stand up, because they use a 3D a lot of the time for presentation purposes and retain a degree of 2D sort of gameplay style.
So yeah.
I mean, I haven't played, like, what was the most recent thing? The one on the Wii or the Wii? I don't know. Now there's there's Sonic Boom or something coming. I don't know.
Sonic Colors.
Colors. Yeah, I didn't play much of that. I think I played a little. I don't know. I don't know if I really pass comment on it.
Okay. Do we remember what's in here?
I've been fiddling around with a text adventure maker.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it in Form 7?
No. It is. I can't remember.
Okay.
I was fiddling around with Quest at first, but that was getting a little fidgety and annoying, and now there's this other one I'm using that seemed fun, allowing me to do the things I wanted to do.
I happen to know a couple of text adventure makers. Can you tell me anything else? Is it Inform? Is it TADS?
No. It's one that's not a lot to do with, like, using, like, coding language or anything like that. Because that stuff's a little bit beyond me.
So Inform 7 then? Inform
I'll
7 is the program where you basically type grammatically correct sentences.
Oh, I'll look that one up.
And they get made into a game.
I'll just Google it.
Like you type
it wasn't Quest. I was fiddling with Quest, but...
Didn't you want to make a fighting game a while back?
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to work my way up. Like, you started really fucking early.
Yep, certainly did.
Yeah, whereas, I started, like...
I started fidgeting with... There's a limit to what learning a text adventure will teach you. But, what else?
I think it might be a drift I'm using now.
Oh, a drift, yeah. That's another one I know. Oh, that's a baby language, Adrift.
Yeah, I'm a baby. It's baby steps, Yahtzee. You start simply, you build.
You know, some tools, it's like trying to learn the piano on a Fisher-Price plastic toy. That some tools just aren't going to teach you much.
The primary goal is to make a thing.
Okay.
At the moment. So like that's.
You could just like write a choose your own adventure book if you're going to use Adrift. Look at me being being a big language snob.
Why you gotta be a dick? I'm literally like a beginner. I'm not pretending I'm not a beginner either. I'm like, I'm rather familiar with the adventure game makers. I use Adrift. I mean, I'm just sitting here going, I literally don't know what I'm doing, so I'm picking the easiest one.
Okay. I don't think you'd learn a lot more trying to make your own text adventure engine in like BASIC or something than you would using something like that.
Oh, dude, that is like I need to understand what a daunting sentence that is for someone who is just completely unfamiliar. Like you were using BASIC and shit back like fucking ages ago.
Yep.
So that's I think I've looked at BASIC once. I was like, oh, look at that.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder what things that come naturally to me.
Well, nothing comes naturally, but you've been practicing.
What
for a long
that
time.
now comes naturally to me would be lost on other people. Like the basic idea of typing something and in a programmable structure and having it execute.
Yeah, I do not know.
Oh, come on.
You're gonna need to. Okay, use the sniper rifle to shoot his little glowy bit.
I will. I think I'm about to die though, because I.
Ooh, yeah, you're fucked. You're gonna lose again, home slice. But basically, this is more of an execution because I write more essays. I'd like to sort of do something more creative, and I thought, well, rather than just it was so close. That was a good distance too.
Look at me using cover in a fight.
Yeah, gonna go and get you. Oh, he's hiding his little bit. Where is it?
You bastard! Show me your bit.
Oh, so close. You're gonna die.
Yeah, probably. Maybe one more question.
Ha! Nice. Alright, what do we got?
Me am the best. Don't think about
Why
it.
does this channel still not have an image thing?
Because I cannot be asked.
Just be a picture of your new couch.
And I don't want to take this so seriously that it stops being fun. That's partly why I don't want to monetize it.
Well,
I did something I've never done before.
I think it'd be good for you to monetize it and then just not give a fuck.
I did something I've never done before today. I looked at the direct messages to my YouTube channel.
Huh.
And quite a few of them were like, I presume, spam bots that automatically get sent to people with a lot of subscribers that saying, hey, would you like to monetize this channel? Blah, 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 blah. We can offer you blah, 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 blah. It's probably just phishing scams, but,
We're from Nigeria.
We should
do a season of this.
Oh well.
Completely sell out.
Well,
Start doing promo work for like various companies.
No, this was quite enjoyable for a game I've never played before.
Yeah,
Perhaps I'll play it a bit in my spare time.
It seemed solid. The controls seemed responsive. It had stuff. There was some plot there, and some neck things that spiked my curiosity.
So what did we learn today, Gabriel? I learned that if someone steals your car, you should probably just sit in the passenger seat and passive-aggressively moan.
Just go where they're going. If they stole your car, they probably have a better idea of what to do with it than you do.
Yes.
That's what this game has taught me.
Take this bus to Albuquerque, you say? Well, that's probably a much more interesting place than the shops. Good idea.
You seem to have more direction in your life than I do. That sounds like a lot of fun. I've never been to Albuquerque. It could be fun.
Aquinox. It was a pun on equinox. Was that clear? He's a cold-hearted snake. Look into his eyes. Uh-oh. He's been telling that one embarrassing story about that one time he got his fist stuck in your fetid arsehole. Hello, it's Yahtzee Crowshaw, and this is Gabriel.
And I'm here to tell you how you can get all of Yahtzee's greatest hits for one low price, all on just 4 CDs.
Now, you were given the word hiss.
Yeah, I want to stress that it wasn't... It was a very weirdly written hiss, wasn't it? Just hiss.
It was an elongated hiss. Yes. And fittingly, you've gone for an elongated game.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I'm now setting my little timer doodad so we can record exactly how long it takes to go from Hideo Kojima masturbating to playing.
The game's Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, since Gabriel seems to be having trouble spitting it out.
I figured it was obvious from the title screen.
Well, a lot of people don't actually watch the video on these things.
Yeah.
We should probably fuck with those people more. My god, a huge cock has gone across the screen.
What the fuck? I didn't know this had a hot coffee mod. I didn't know David Hayter was in Sonic Adventure 2.
I've never been able to take David Hayter's Solid Snake voice seriously.
I don't think you were meant to. Like, wasn't it built entirely out of, like, the kind of comedic parody of...
I guess that's the recurring thing with Metal Gear Solid, is that they try to go for this serious anti-war narrative, but at the same time there are some things that just make the whole thing seem completely absurd.
Well, I think that the vein of absurdity is rather exceptional in Snake Eater. Like, the bits when he's having his back fixed by that woman in the cave.
I made this point in an article once that we seem to forgive a lot of the Metal Gear Solid series that we wouldn't let a lot of other games get away with, because it's sort of the weird kid. And when the weird kid acts up, we just sort of encourage him because we think it's funny. And the weird kid does really weird, starts doing things like...
flinging poo around.
Yeah, or putting female characters in really weird outfits. And we just got to accept that this was our fault for not discouraging the weird kid.
We laughed. That was, the teachers say, don't laugh, you just encourage them. And, well, here we are.
Yep, and, weird kid makes his Pokemon transition into creepy kid, and, and where are we then?
Nobody pushed B. Nobody pushed B.
Naked Snake is a rude bastard.
Yeah, I love... It's like, dude, come on, you're in the... It's military time, you can stop...
So he's just asking you... I think that might be a texture rendering fault.
I don't know. When was this game?
Oh, this was past the era of texture, like 3D acceleration, and it looks like we've still got some pixely textures going. But we had to fiddle about with the emulator a bit to get this to work properly.
It was going really slowly at the start, which was great, because all these conversations were happening, like, they were kind of drunk.
Yeah, it's funny how just slightly slowing down dialogue makes everyone sound drunk.
Get
on the plane, Naked Snake. We're going on a mission.
I love you, Russia.
You're my best mate. Why did you put schnapps in this mask? Now I'm even drunker.
30 miles per hour. Try not to get frostbite from the wind chill.
Yes, this is a depiction of a halo jump. A high altitude, low opening jump. It's used for like... Oh, there, he just told you. Because more fool me for assuming Hideo Kojima would not club us over the head with every single fact.
Yeah, that was kind of foolish on your part. That's a complete you mistake there.
Yeah, but it's used for like operations where you don't want to be noticed.
Like espionage.
Yeah, this kind of thing. So do you want to take a crack at summarising the plot of this game? Yeah, laugh it up.
I just thought about that. No, I thought about trying for a second and then descended into absolute madness. I know essentially, like, cause I haven't played this since 2007. Some dude's trying to build a big gun. I know there's that.
Okay.
Isn't he? I'm sure there's a dude with a giant gun.
Well, it's probably taken as read there's a villain planning some horrible thing.
Yeah. Maybe with some gear made of metal.
Possibly.
Well, no one's ever taken over the world with wooden gear. That's not a thing. Actually, that should be a thing. There should be like a mod or something that's wooden gear. It's like this set in like the 1600s.
Well, wooden gear certainly isn't much use in Minecraft. Sorry, sneeze ruined the comic timing on that.
That was a beautiful segue.
Well, let's keep trying to talk about the game for slightly longer than 5 minutes.
That's what I'm content to do. I know what you mean about sort of how I remember enjoying this game, and yet I still sort of moan about.
If you enjoyed it, you probably didn't have much to do that day.
No, it was 2007. It was during one of my semester breaks in 2007.
The story is telling us how we're going to rescue the Monopoly Man from his Russian holders.
Finally.
What's his name? It's like Uncle Pennybags or something, isn't it?
Something like that, yeah. Pennybags.
Pennybags the clown. They all float down here.
Cash sacks. A girl I know is terrified of Pennywise, and I'm just completely forbidden from like, you know, making lines or references.
Going through the signature Hideo Kojima plot dump that's actually the plot dump of actual history.
Kind of good of him for that, you know, get a little bit of some history learning about Russia.
I think the goal of a historical setting for like a piece of entertainment like this should be to intrigue us enough about the setting that we go and look this shit up ourselves. This is just sort of clubbing us over
Saving
the
us
head
the
a bit.
trouble.
It's almost like an educational game.
I'd like to see that, just you know, a full, like something like Drake or the Uncharted games, you know, there could be some
He's a
educational elements in there.
cold-hearted Drake. Look into his eyes.
Look into
Oh, he'll kill you for supplies.
Take your shinies. Drake wants shinies.
I just made that up.
You're a poet.
I'm a rapper.
Oh, please don't rap.
I'm gonna try to come up with rhymes on the fly.
Please don't.
Yo, yo, yo.
Oh, that hurts me.
I'm Yatakojo, and I'm coming here to say I'm playing lots of games for your enjoyment this day. We're gonna play the Solid Snake, except he's really naked. He has sex with the ladies, and they never have to fake it. How am I doing? You're into hip hop.
I've changed my mind about all that cultural appropriation stuff. I think what you just did is equivalent to slavery.
Fascist.
You've just... I gotta...
Why are you trying to put
I'm
boundaries
gonna get a
between
snapshot
people?
of this and I'll get a little clip of that and just, I don't know, tweet it to Method Man or something.
Why can't I wear a baseball cap sideways and
Please do.
smear my shoe polish all over my skin and rap about things? Why
Please
can't
do.
I do that?
You can call yourself MC Vexatious.
Oh, hasn't he finished yet?
Nope,
Fucking hell.
we're at 7 minutes.
I like drifted off to do some rap battling there. Why don't you have a crack at rap battling if you think all my rapping has a silent C at the front?
Sweet pulsating Christ, no, I will not do that.
No ambition, that's your problem.
Well, I'm not racing. I mean, I'm not racing headlong to just do something horrible like you just did. You just punched Sweet Lady Rap in the face.
If people would have gotten a laugh out of it. You're too attached to your dignity. trying to keep the viewers coming here.
Keep on coming, viewers. We need your clicks for... When are we going to monetize this and I can just sell out?
Never.
Start doing, you know, little pseudo-informative YouTube videos that have a lot of jump cuts whenever I say God, I hate those.
Yeah, why don't you try making your own solo videos?
I have no interest in doing that. I do this to hang out with you. We used to do this as a fun thing.
Oh, how sweet.
And now you're turning it into work. This is what you do. You take fun and you make it a method of getting money and work.
That's why I'm
And
successful.
Like fucking
It's the secret of my
Hitler
success.
capitalism, the third man. You're fucking crunching my shit. I'm just here to like.
I'm still
be
having
free
fun.
and talk about games.
Well, we'll have fun then. Relax.
Stink up your bathroom, which is just fun for me.
We'll just take comfort in the fact I don't ever plan to monetize this and relax, man.
Wouldn't we have to pay something? I don't know. That'd fuck up my welfare. That's the prime reason I don't want this monetized. I have to explain it to the government, and I wouldn't even know how to explain it. Does this work? Am I getting is it a thing? Like what?
Talk to your accountant. Oh, that's
Yeah, I
right. You
have
don't
one of
have
those.
one, do you?
Well, sir, it says here you're comically poor and shouldn't be near an accountant, and that this is a waste of valuable food money. I'm going to give you 25 cents and send you on your way.
Scatter exposition throughout the game, Kojima. For fuck's sake.
This makes me think that Hideo Kojima's penis is just all head, and this funny little fucking, tiny thin shaft beneath it.
Yeah, he talks it up a lot, though.
Well, it is, it's the most amazing penis in all of gaming. I mean, you can't not stare at it. It's like a mutant shiitake mushroom.
Well, that's certainly fascinating to watch in a car crash sort of way.
Mm. It's like a mosquito with an allergic reaction.
The funny thing that
This is really still going. I thought it would be done by. I sort of had a kind of facetious chuckle at the beginning. I was like, oh, this goes a long time. No, it goes a long fucking time.
the drinking game for Metal Gear Solid cutscenes, drink every time Solid Snake or Naked Snake, as the case may be, repeats the last two words of the previous speaker's sentence as a question.
You have to go in and steal his sandwich. Steal his sandwich.
Oh, here we go. Something fun's happening. A whole conversation was going on while you were plummeting towards the ground. You must have been in fucking orbit.
I was kind of, yeah, that's... That is not.
Or at least you had a concealed wingsuit that you have now retracted.
I've actually done 2 orbits of the planet.
Yeah.
It's fucking spectacular.
And he's still got a while to go by the looks of it. That really was a high altitude jump.
The planet's running away from me at the same time. It's just.
See, the planet
Don't
that
catch
the
me!
planet that the plane seemed to be flying over earlier was actually Mars. We have now flown all the way through space.
It's the only way to get past radar is to come from Mars.
Yes, exactly. Pity you always get spotted on their telescopes, though.
So many lovers make a wish to.
Oh, the clock is ticking, is it? Well, thought maybe you should have shut your mouth and dropped me off from a lower point, you twat.
Once we've confirmed the rescue, Sokolov, stand by at the recovery point.
Look at that.
Yeah, the old secret first-person view bit.
Yeah, they're not really secret. It's
Well, there's a couple of secret ones where the icon doesn't show up, and you can see like little Easter eggs if you press them at the right time.
Like side boob and some top boob.
No.
Oh.
I think there's one.
I'm nearly 100% sure there's a side boob one.
The ones I know of is that there's one at the end where if you do it while he's like saluting the gravestone, not to spoil or anything, then the view is all sort of misty, like there's tears in his eyes.
Aww. Actually, that does bring me to one thing. Like the one thing I did really like about this game was the end of the fight with the big boss.
I think this game is a standout in the series, partly because it's a prequel and you don't have to have all the convoluted bullshit that has happened in the plot at this point. Have you ever played Metal Gear Solid 2? I mean, bloody hell.
That, you know, one thing I do love about like Kojima's games is they start crazy and they get crazier. At every point you think you've hit like the fucking, okay, this is it, we've hit like bedrock. It's like, no.
The thing with Metal Gear Solid 2 is that it sort of some of its craziness comes from the fact that there was a lot of cutting going on during production.
Oh, really?
There were originally supposed to be a couple of other boss fights, like you know how there was a guy called Fat Man who's named after like, the atomic bomb. There was supposed to be another one called Little Boy named after the other nuclear bomb.
Huh.
I think that's true. And yeah, there was a whole scene where at the end, whatever it's called, smashes into New York that they had to cut because of the World Trade Center attacks that happened around the same time.
That's
so
a
they're
shame.
just
God damn you, 9/11.
So they're just inexplicably in the middle of New York at the end of the game.
That's my dad's birthday.
Well,
celebrated by blowing out the towers.
I just had a funny image of your dad sitting at an empty birthday party table wearing a party hat with a squeaker in his mouth, and the TV shows the plane hitting the building, and then he just blows the squeaker just as it hits. With a sort of morose tone, it goes.
It's not far off, really.
And that image just made me laugh. No hurry, mate. As we said, dramatic fling.
I feather my own hair.
Well, yep, that's Snake, all right.
Don't hate the David, hate the game. Yeah, I think this for me is a little bit like it has I think the sort of the best of the gameplay developments of the time and the least of the kind of wacky dumb shit absurdity that the later games had.
Whoops, you thought you were in gameplay, didn't you?
I almost pushed the button.
There seems to be something different. Like possibly because of the settings we changed, but aren't you supposed to be all blurry at this point? Okay. Thanks for doing your research. What were you saying?
I'm pushing the button now so we can
just
scoot along past the Major Tom reference.
Skip past the codec stuff. Well, it's not actually, well, you know, it is a David Bowie reference because Hideo Kojima likes it, but it's also a reference to The Great Escape, of course. Because Hideo Kojima just cannot let a reference go unlampshaded, as explained at length later in the game. That it refers to one of the 3 tunnels that were built in The Great Escape.
And time. Alright, so I've got about 14 minutes and 28 seconds.
And I still haven't run into an enemy. That's the timer I'd go by, frankly.
Well, to be fair, I'm moving around. So I'll call this game. This is gameplay as far as I'm concerned.
Still the interactive intro. Like I sometimes say that Bioshock is my favourite intro in the whole of gaming, and people say, "What, that little cinematic way you want to play?" And I'm like, no. I count the intro of Bioshock as everything up to the first time you fight an enemy, because it's all important. And it's all like non-gameplay story building, even though it is interactive.
Ooh.
And now you're climbing a tree, like a little monkey.
Yeah, I've completely forgotten the controls, so I'm sort of... Oh, there's my backpack.
Yep. Why don't you, there you go.
Achoo! I got my backpack.
Yay. Now what?
Now I call Dad again.
Of course you
and
do.
get him to come pick me up.
Dad!
Oh, fuck me sideways.
Spent all my money at the club and can't afford a taxi. Oh yeah. At this point in Metal Gear Solid games, they kind of let immersion go out the window when they start talking about pressing the right button of the controller to...
How dare you make me talk to a woman? Fuck you! I'm war! Oh,
No,
Jesus.
There's a curious, what's the word?
Floxy-nausea-nihilipilification.
Bipolarity in the depiction of female characters in Metal Gear Solid games. Because sometimes
Worthless dingbats or amazing kill machines.
sometimes they're amazing kill machines, and
sometimes ding machines.
sometimes they're just dressed in the most exploitative outfits possible in the most creepy possible way. I'm thinking specifically of the Beauty and the Beast fights from Metal Gear Solid 4. Knife, gun, knife gun.
Commencing virtuous mission now.
So we count that as the start of the game then.
Yeah, actually, I do take that back. I think now we're playing.
Okay, show us all this great Metal Gear gameplay.
Alright, so let's see. That's mine, that's that. Those don't do anything anymore.
So have you played all the Metal Gear Solids?
Up to 4. I haven't played any of the most recent ones.
So you've not played 4?
Oh, no, I played 4.
You have played 4?
Yeah,
Up
I've
to
played
doesn't
4,
necessarily include...
Yeah, I played 4. That's one where he's old, right? And you end up fighting on like a submarine or some shit.
Yep, it's the one with the weird fights where you have to fight ladies in skin-tied outfits who keep thrusting their butt cheeks at the camera while talking about how hideously broken their minds are.
There we are.
But don't let my complete mental fuckness ruin your enjoyment of my camel toe, viewer.
My camel toe of pain.
I try not to get sniffy about female depiction in gaming because I think it's like the misogyny is overplayed by certain parties. But for fuck's sake, that was really weird, Hideo Kojima.
I think the point I try to make is that that's not
a crocodile. Kill it and eat it. Make a handbag.
I think I'm sinking, and there's another crocodile over there.
Okay, maybe sort that out.
I have picked the wrong. I've done the wrong thing.
Well, I can see why we picked you for the virtuous mission, Naked Snake.
I'm a winner, yeah.
Tell me, where did you get all your great survival skills? You're just you're just so at home in the wild. It's like you're an ape man.
I tumbled headfirst into mud and then tried to cuddle a crocodile. So that's.
I just want to see Major Tom explaining that to the CIA.
Yeah. Okay, so you know how we had that study about like battlefield stress and what it's doing to our soldiers?
It's not our fault. We didn't go on the course.
Okay, it's asleep. It's my sleepy gun. All right.
Yeah, maybe use your knife on him.
Okay, I do have to get across there. Or can I go across here? Oh.
I think you were almost...
Bug juice, yum.
Bug
Oh,
juice.
hey.
Okay, what's that? That's a snake, isn't it? Or is it another alligator? Yep, it's an alligator. Kill it. Kill it, eat it, the usual.
Ow. What fucking dick?
It was unconscious and it still beat you.
Yeah. It woke up and poked me.
I haven't played Metal Gear Solid 3, I have watched Let's Play.
Ow! Okay, you can't touch them without them waking up, which is kind of shitty.
Chip and Dironicus.
Oh, there's another one over there.
Yeah, you're, again, those survival skills are really showing. I do know you have to kill animals and, like, eat their flesh.
Gabe wants to live.
So maybe you should, like, kill a few things at some point.
Yeah. I am... Okay, for the purposes of people watching this who may think, oh, it's so easy to see this shit, we're playing on like a tiny little window on Yahtzee's TV from a bit of a distance, so
yeah,
I can't see shit.
I think we forget how low the PlayStation 2 resolution was.
Yeah.
This is like 480p, I think.
Snuck up on us. But yeah, so I can't see a fucking thing.
I play games windowed all the time.
Really?
Yeah, I like to put it on one half of the screen and then put like a YouTube video on the other half of the screen and multitask.
I love how you call playing a video game and watching YouTube multitasking. Like,
well,
I mean, I know, yes, By the very technical definition of that, it is, but it's... I don't know. It's like if you worked out how to like jerk off and eat cheeseburgers at the same time.
This isn't my practical work time. This is my relaxation time.
Oh, okay.
And if I'm playing a game, like I've been getting into the East series lately. A friend of mine got me onto East, the Oath of Felghana.
What's that?
It's a sort of isometric hack and slash game with a sort of Castlevania-y vibe and very challenging boss fights where you have to memorize patterns a lot. And I got quite into it. I enjoyed it, but I like playing that sort. That's the sort of game I like to play on one half of the screen with the sound turned down, watching a video or listening to a podcast. I did the same with Dark Souls and shit. I started playing Ys Origin, but haven't finished that yet.
Okay.
What have you been playing lately?
Mario Kart Online.
Yeah, you've been playing a lot of that, haven't you?
Yeah. It is, honestly, I bought Mario Kart a fair bit after it... Mario Kart 8 a fair bit after it came out. Okay, so... Oh, I cannot see the guys in front of me. I bought Mario Kart 8 a fair bit after it came out, and I was kind of tossing up whether or not to even bother buying it, because I'd already played it a little bit at the bar, and a friend of mine had it, and I sort of played it over there a bunch. I'm like, is there anything really this game can give me that's going to be worth the fucking hassle?
That you can't get from, say, the previous Mario Kart game, for example.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to see if I can eat something, because I'm feeling pretty low on health.
I think your stamina bar's pretty full.
Motion attack, AP sensor.
As I recall, you don't eat from that menu, you eat from the survival menu. Which is one of the pause menus, as I recall. Yep, food. There you go. Do you have?
That's not...
Do you have any?
I don't know, I'll see what I got.
You've got some Calorie Mate.
Calorie Mate?
That's a Japanese brand. That's just like product placement. See, your stamina was full anyway, so you wasted that.
Oh well, now we've learned.
I'm not sure what stamina does in this game.
Time to get real.
What does stamina do in this game?
Motion detector. If it goes down...
Yes?
Is that... Oh wait, there it is. Okay. If it goes down, oh, there's somebody. I see you.
Yes?
Trixie Hobbit. Your health starts depleting.
I see.
If it's all the way up, your health comes back.
Right. Is your health coming back then?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh yeah, it came up by a little pixel just then.
Alright, you can't see me because I'm in grass. That's the rules.
Yeah, that's the trouble with camouflage, isn't it? I mean, they can't see you, but we're also having trouble seeing you on the screen as well.
There he is. Okay, he's walking away.
Are you going to CQC his ass?
No, the whole idea is I can't. I gotta sneak past him.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you could if you wanted.
Ninja!
You're not ninja, you're snake.
Snake Ninja!
You know what always bothered me about Snake Eater?
The snake eating?
Why doesn't Naked Snake tuck his trousers into his boots?
Yeah.
I mean, anything could crawl up there. He's in the jungle.
That's probably how he hunts.
So he gets leeches for his tea.
Pants beetles.
Nom 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 nom.
They're full of... Oh shit, I didn't even notice that guy there. I totally just hid from...
He just shakes out his trouser legs like it's the Great Escape.
Okay, you don't hear footsteps because...
And then empties
Shut
it.
up.
And then empties it into his open mouth. Well, you clearly can hear footsteps because he's just
How
said
do I
he does.
sneak? Like, I'm sure there used to be like a...
Well, you can... I think you just crawl along the ground or walk slowly.
Well, I was trying to walk slowly, but the translation of analog PS2 thumbstick to sort of the analog Xbox 360 thumbstick that I'm using to play this emulated version is a little fuzzy.
Okay.
So I pushed it gently and he just went and ran.
I don't remember it making that particular sound.
That's what he does. It's how he declares stealth mode over.
So now you're 80% camouflaged. So 20% of you still sticking out, and I'm presuming that's your willy. Do your flies up, Naked Snake.
Naked foreskin.
Or at least smear some splitter over that thing.
Just bare ass naked, but for some black and white.
What?
Black and green stripes.
You can do that, can't you? You can go into the menu and take your shirt off.
Yeah, and I know if you defeat bosses in like weird ways, you get kind of the...
Do it. Well, it's not weird ways. I think if you just use...
No, you have to stun them, that's right.
Yeah, you have to use knockout kills. Yeah. Oh, look at that impish grin. It's like Dennis the Menace.
Yeah, right through my head was just, "Hey, Mr. Wilson!"
Hey, he stood up. There he is. Everyone shoot him.
Get him! Go on, get him! Alright, that's me moving as slow as I can conceivably shoot.
Slow as you can conceivably shoot.
Yeah, you heard me.
Yes, I heard you. I heard you say something wrong. And I'm never going to let you hear the end of it.
Yeah, I know.
So where the hell is he? Oh, was that it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'm amazed I saw that. That's like, fucking, I'm Hawkeye at the moment.
Are you sure that was actually the beehive and not, say, just a piece of fruit that you'd knocked off the tree?
Well, now the guy has fruit, and he's going to be distracted by delicious fucking fruit. And now I'm the fruit assassin.
You know, I'm pretty sure you can do that in this game.
You know, I actually do remember stunning these guys when I played it the first time, so maybe I can just fucking pop them.
Well, yeah, just shoot your stun gun at them. Shoot them in the head. That's traditionally how you do it in Metal Gear Solid. You shoot them in the head with your stun pistol.
Alright. What?
Are you reversing?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Bib.
I have no idea why you did that. That was weird.
Go on, snake his head.
Shit dicks.
You fucked up.
Ah.
You're the worst secret agent.
Stop moving. I demand you to stop.
Oh, he's brought a friend.
HQ respond. No.
Hey guys,
come
come and
respond.
see this really crap secret agent we've found.
That's not CQC. Amazing kick.
Jesus
Dynamite
Christ.
offense. Alright, what's takedown?
I don't know. I haven't played this game. Thank you for obligingly standing there. Okay, well, he's passed out. Oh, he's not.
Oh, I actually managed to get one.
This is like watching puppies trying to fight for your attention at the pet shop. Dramatic music. Dramatic music. Incredibly dramatic fight.
Fuck, this is imprecise.
You're shooting like 6 feet to his right, and someone's called up to tell you, Snake, we're taking you out and getting someone better to do this job, because you are clearly crap. Oh, okay. This was the pre-recorded. Your life is low.
No, you don't.
Message.
Oh, yeah, I know what that means. Shut up.
You are an idiot, Naked Snake.
This is what I get for deviating from the plan. I had a sneaky plan, and I was like, no, I'll fucking do this, and then that backfired.
Why don't you grab that thing you shot off the tree?
Christ, I wish I could remember the controls. I don't know, there was like, you could break necks or do some shit. I don't know, fuck it.
Well, this isn't the re-release, is it? The one where they improved all the shitty gameplay.
Well, they fixed the shit. Ah, there's a guy over here.
Yep, we couldn't tell because he was camouflaged against the background. Our own powers being used against us. I apologise to the world for this video. I apologise for our terribleness.
You can't see me. I'm hiding.
Do not, whatever you do, watch this video to get some idea of this game.
I'm shooting you!
We are just goofing about like a pair of twats. Well, one twat at least.
Yeah. That's why the thing is called Let's Twat Out.
Well, I suppose we should put some effort into that then.
Look at that, I survived. I'm the assassin.
Let's look at some topics we had on hand to twat out with this week. I read an interesting story on the Escapist. Apparently a man was caught trying to sneak into the White House wearing a Pikachu hat and holding a Pikachu plush toy. He was arrested by the Secret Service.
What? Okay, so did anyone find out why? Like, what did he say?
Well, the article didn't go that far.
Did he at least scream, Obama, I choose you?
He just jumped over the fence around the White House.
Because what I want to know is, are the Pikachu elements of this story relevant to the story? Like,
besides the fact that he was wearing 2 Pikachus about his person, not really. He climbed over a fence and then he walked around the White House grounds for a while until the Secret Service approached him with guns drawn, and when he realised that was happening, he sat down.
Pikachu and throws the fucking plushie at him.
He sat down and allowed himself to be arrested. So it's entirely possible he didn't realise that he was in the White House grounds, and he might have had something wrong with his head.
Are you the bathroom? I need to find the bathroom.
he was going to go and present his case to the president as to why his Pikachu otherkin persona should be recognised by the government.
Yeah, he's finally going to get otherkin on the census.
Yes.
Or, you know, he's going to get a executive order naming Pikachu and Pokemon officially superior to Digimon.
You know, the fringe element of that crowd, if they had their way, would probably make the census page 12 pages, census about 12 pages long on gender alone. Are you male, female, raccoon, otherkin,
Tanuki, which is different from raccoon. They're distinct and separate beings.
a sausage?
I'm a sausage.
This is-
Okay, so there's my little knock.
Do you have an affinity with narwhals? Are you secretly Lord Lucan, but only the bottom half?
This is just... I wish he had kind of a crouch, you know, like... Always,
Well, I'm sure he has something like that.
Well, I mean, he's got the... You know, like, he doesn't have a crouch walk, he just immediately goes
Just
to
really
sort of...
flings himself to the ground and starts eating carpet.
Yeah, which is... I can't... Okay, where's the dude?
How we
Alright,
doing?
there's a guy. I cannot tell from this distance if there are people over there. It's wait, what's that? Nope, could be grass. Fuck it.
But this whole Pikachu story has made me
there's a guy
feel,
over
has
there.
made me think about politics a little bit.
Motion detector's nearly flat, so let's just switch that off.
It made me think that this really highlights the separation between our rulers and the people. The fact that a person,
Aha!
that if a person so much as like sneaks into the president's garden, he's immediately hurled to the floor. I mean,
Alright, to be fair, in this case, the individual in question was wearing like a bunch of Pikachu shit.
oh yeah, be suspicious of that.
Yeah, like that's...
But doesn't it seem patently absurd that the person we asked to rule a community seems to be like deliberately not part of that community, deliberately
but I mean-
separated from it in every way?
You know, how many like death threats does he get?
Well, I know it's all because, you know, they've had quite a few presidents been assassinated in the past.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was one that got his head blown off, and someone... Alright.
That doesn't look right, does it?
Oh, thank God it didn't glitch. It's like, alright, I just acquired a game-breaking glitch. Someone tried to shoot, nobody.
Somebody tried to shoot nobody.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
So if somebody's trying to shoot nobody, surely every second of every day.
Shoot, you fucking ring.
I myself am trying to shoot nobody as I speak.
Enemies not sighted, backup not necessary.
Yeah, what he said. Enemy hiding behind box. Enemy
Enemy
possibly
completely... Ow, who's doing that?
enemy possibly mentally retarded.
I'm not here. Ow.
I think you're going to have to take care of this.
Yeah, I think this has become an issue.
Yes, you should probably stand up.
Or... Hey! Hey! That's a good face.
Oops, you died.
This really does have a camera angle issue.
Snake, what's happening? Snake! Snake! Well,
I'm going to
was one
blame
of the,
that. That's completely the camera angle.
that
so
was
I
one of
can't
the
see
major fixes of the Subsistence Edition, since you bring it up. They for the first time, the series was given a over-shoulder chase cam rather than, you know, fixed overhead perspective.
Alright. AP sensor, what's that do?
Don't mutter on the mic.
Uh,
Project, if you have something to say, say it.
all
Don't.
of the vibrations will be off when activated.
You're not trying.
Okay, should I stun this guy? I can't see anymore.
Shoots him in the head.
Ah, eat it.
Is he unconscious?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How do you used to pick him up and shit? Like,
You know what I always think is the inherent problem with politics
gonna crawl over here.
is that politics is full of people who want to be politicians. And you,
Oh,
if you
snake.
ask me, the person who wants to be the president of the US has got to have something wrong with their head. Because I don't
Just
know.
look at Mitt.
Because even like the Prime Minister of England as well, I've never seen one that didn't age about 20 years in the course of the 4 years they were in the job. Have you seen Obama
no.
lately?
Yeah. That job seems to kill people.
Yeah, it's like even if they don't
Nothing,
get
nothing's wrong.
assassinated,
Leave me alone.
your camouflage is going between 80% and 45%.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, I don't want that.
Yeah.
What do you suppose a map is? There's got to be a map. Ah,
Oh, yes, there is. There is the map.
Very much. Alright, okay, alright.
You have to get to the X.
Destination.
I think, by definition, the person who wants to be a politician, the person who wants to rule over the person, tend to be in kind of a minority mindset.
Well, I think the argument is that it's just mostly high-functioning sociopaths we have running the corporate and political world.
Well, I mean,
alright, I'm not quite. There we go. Stopped for some reason.
Sort of illustrates.
Go forward.
Just illustrates that the ancient Greek method might have had more to it, where they basically chose people at random to be the government.
Yeah, I mean, there's downsides. I think it's nothing. There's nothing. Don't say what the.
It was like jury service back in those days.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole idea of a professional politician creates this a certain kind of person.
Not moving.
Whoops. Somebody saw someone crouching in a building like a bell end.
Oh, there he is. Okay, I can see the flashes.
I'm not willing to completely blame this on the camera.
Oh, for God's sake, dude, I cannot, like, I have no ability.
Crawl under there.
How do I climb up these things? Oh, there we go.
Like that.
Oh, leave me alone.
Oh, you're dead again.
We might have to, like, big this a little bit, because I can't see enemies. Like, I cannot, like, I looked, and I'm just like, alright, there doesn't appear to be anything there. And then there was literally a dude right there.
I'm afraid it might fuck with the record.
Fucking stupendous.
You're just gonna have to live with it.
I have to live watching it. Alright, I don't think that way is a very good way to get in anyway. I think the way I was coming in sneaking in the back, that's using the noodle.
I think if you ask most people if they'd like to rule the world, they'd probably say no. I mean, to be able to get past all the incredible stresses of the jobs, you have to have, like, such a burning desire to have power over others. You must have something seriously wrong with your head.
Oh well, that and another. Fucking. Yeah! I dart you good.
What were you saying?
Yeah, but I mean, it's. There used to be. I swear there's a way of picking these motherfuckers up. What is it? Part of the issue is just volume of humans we have.
Well, yes.
Like, you can't have it be sort of a... Alright, can't fake death.
And there's an argument that the government that is not within the sight of its people is always doomed to fail. Because they can't be said to be trust. I mean, if you can't see them, like, working away in the big chieftain's hut, you can't consult them or raise problems you're having with your living, then there will almost inherently be upheaval. And that's why most governments change parties every few years, just because everyone's sick of the last lot and they've bought into the delusion that the new guys will change everything.
That's essentially the Queensland political process.
Well,
just once
yes.
every 30 years we give the other lot a fucking go.
It's not perfect, but seems to be the only thing that works at this point.
Democracy is a great way of keeping anything really bad or really good from ever happening.
What's that Karl Marx quote? Or not Karl Marx? Like there was something like democracy is the worst system of government, but it's the best we've got.
I think that one's alright. They can see me. Oh. Well, now that's just rude.
Yes, how rude of them to want to defend the place they are that they have been hired to protect.
That's not going through because I can't see.
And you're about to die.
What is the fucking... It used to be like if you just stood there and just tapped CQC without a direction, you'd like fling them over and...
Just try to get to the destination. Just run there. I think it won't matter once you get there.
Might hide here for a sec.
Okay.
Seems to be. Alright, no, that's not a viable option.
Well, they're smart enough
get on the ground.
Smart enough to see which way you were going, I'm afraid.
Alright, well there's a guy there, I just can't see where the fuck he is to shoot him in the head. Snake!
Well, I guess you got to sneak then.
That was a giant mistake. I should have just picked like fucking Snake.
Yes. The game Snake. Or Snake Rattle and Roll.
Snake, Rattle and Roll. What console was that on?
I think one of the Segas. Could be wrong. It was around that time anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like 16 or 8, but... Alright, well... No, it was nothing. Fuck off.
What are other games with snakes?
I'm pushing... Where's Gun?
There's Gun.
Ow,
Pointing
what
at
the
that man's
hell?
willy. Did he kick you in the face?
Yeah, I did like 8 flips.
Yeah, you'd think they'd take prisoners before shooting you, especially if you were as obviously inept as you. But then what do I know? It's Cold War era Russia, obviously full of monsters.
That's not gonna help.
Snake, I'm starting to get the feeling you're not committed to this mission.
Let's see. Vibration on, that's on, own view.
Adjust brightness, maybe that'll help.
Yeah, actually that might.
Adjust the monitor brightness. Thanks a lot, game.
Thanks! Oh, it was just stupendous.
We're just so used to having gamma correction in games these days, aren't we?
Yeah, that was... No, back.
When
Horrible thing.
ensure that this image is barely visible and then continue. What's that? Ensure it is extremely obviously visible because I can't be bothered with all the... Having fun.
It's... Yeah, I'm having a fucking riot of a time.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm oblivious to sarcasm.
Hello! Hello, life's wonderful because I'm a... Ow. I think that guy has a big gun. Oh, okay. There's some shit over here.
Can I propose something?
Yes.
How about we fuck the real game in the head and just play Snake versus Monkey? You just exit to the main menu and it's one of the options. And I'm not entirely sure what it meant and it left me intrigued.
I'm not sure how I get to the main options from here.
Oh,
I know. I'll die.
yeah, that'll work. Hello, everyone.
I'm a fucking spy! Punch, ouch.
I'm spying hard over here.
Where'd you go?
He's that particular section of mottled
Why'd he
brownness
fall
over there.
down? What the fuck?
Well, I think you must have shot him accidentally.
Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
Ouch.
I meant to be here. It's my first day. Stop it.
They didn't have a uniform my size. They
Yeah.
told me to go and get a long stand from the quartermaster.
I just got this thing. Why are you guys jerks?
Nah, my name's Dmitri. My name's Dmitri, obvious Russian name. My father was Bernard, obvious Russian name.
Alright, there's like a... I swear there was like a hole in the wall here or something I could crawl into.
I'm not seeing it.
Alright, well, you know, the long nightmare with this is finally over.
Great. Snake is dead, and he will never return.
Time paradox.
Yeah, it's very clever, because it's a prequel, you see. And if he's dead, they couldn't have had the plot of the other game.
Yeah. Told not to create
La-di-da.
any time paradoxes today.
I'm ashamed of us. I'm ashamed of us for that showing, but mostly for you.
I give a shit. I mean, dude, honestly, can you see where the enemies are?
Yeah.
I fucking can't.
Well, maybe you should sit where I'm sitting.
Alright, Snake versus Monkey. Let's take this for a laugh.
Yes!
Alright, let's not.
Just say yes.
Well, did you not read it? Memory cards?
There you go.
Okay, I thought it was like it had to load a specific form of data, not just let's use this.
You should take the time to read properly. Why
Okay.
are you wearing yellow and talking to...
Because now I think I'm Future
Campbell?
Snake.
Okay. Well, you're wearing the headband, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Dragged out of my sack.
That wasn't a question.
Sorry, but we needed you.
Okay.
Getting monkeys. You know, if anyone's watching this who would like to pay both Yahtzee and I like $1 billion each to buy this concept from us, I'd completely sell out now.
Oh, look at Gabe trying to move things along. And he doesn't care about making this a professional production.
I hate that I'm having to play this.
Oh, it's the Ape Escape thing. It's the monkeys from Ape Escape. Do you ever play Ape Escape?
I'm gonna make Sam and Gabe do the job.
I have an interesting piece of video gaming trivia.
I want to see Trivia.
Ape Escape was the first game to require dual analog sticks.
Huh.
It was the first in a long line. Oh, and mention of Otacon. He's my favourite character in Metal Gear Solid. There's a sort of running gag in Metal Gear Solid that someone Otacon loves dies in every single game. And he always has to cry like a big wuss every time it happens.
Fuck Otacon.
Okay. I'm guessing we have to fight monkeys now.
Elefantes de la jungle? Okay, so I think... do you suppose I have to shoot them? Do I have to get past them? Or the monkey's going to attack me? I think I'm catching monkeys.
Well, if it's anything like Ape Escape, you have to catch the monkeys, yeah.
Alright, yeah. Stupid jerks.
Yes. Well, at least we can. At least they're obvious.
Terrifying goddamn eyes.
Chase the monkeys. See, Snake's wearing a bright yellow jumpsuit, and you're killing cartoon monkeys. This is ideal. So yes, the other bit of
Hey.
Jesus, man, we're
Hey.
giving you every advantage here.
Alright.
You shot him in
I
the
got
back.
him! I got
Hit him in
him!
the head.
Oh, okay, that appears to have done something. Oh, you fucking little...
You're not hitting their heads.
I thought I hit this one's head and then he...
Well, no, you just didn't see. There, yeah, now get him. Go get him.
Come here, little bugger. Is it over here? Yeah. Alright.
No, don't flatten yourself against the wall. That is the opposite of what you need to do. You got.
Hey, how do I...
Can you just?
The monkey just punched me.
Ah, he's a monkey puncher. What's that a reference to? Why does the name Monkey Punch sound familiar?
I don't... Ugh, in the
Oh,
face.
I think that was the publisher of the Lupin the Third manga. Or it might even have been like the...
No, I think, yeah, that actually does ring a bell now.
Yeah. Or it might have even been the name of the guy, like the nickname of the guy who drew them. You got any other tools with you? Because I think in the original Ape Escape you have to like stun them and then catch them with a net. Okay.
Throw a grenade at him.
Okay, I guess you just got the gun.
Take that over there.
Whoever that was. What's he doing? Okay, is he stunned? Can you grab the monkey?
Look it up on your phone. This is doing my noodle, because I know there's another fucking thing that...
Stun them in the head with the gun, and then like walk over them when they're got the thing over their head. I think he's put a shield up.
Oh, that won't protect him.
Oh, that is slow. That is a slow aim speed. Okay, now pick him up.
Yeah, with
Walk
what?
Walk over him. Just walk over him. There.
I did that earlier and nothing fucking happened. I had him kicked in the face.
Well, he wasn't dazed. He didn't have the stars over his head. You have to shoot him with the gun.
Fucking stupid little goddamn tag gun.
2 minutes 20 in, and we've killed our first monkey. There, you got that one.
Ah, give me a delicious monkey meat. Alright. Ooh.
Monkey punch.
No. I didn't even push the fucking button.
I'm so pleased at shooting that monkey, I might just fuck the earth and ground. I think these monkeys are about as good as stealth as you were against the Russians.
Yeah.
I think you finally met your match. So yes, Microsoft is buying Mojang from Marcus Pearson
For
$2 billion. And slightly worrying because Pearson's always been all about them indie games. He's always saying that, you know, there needs to be auteurism in like indie games and stuff. So kind of worrying that he'd just hand over his company to one of the biggest.
I actually thought we might have seen a
game.
really impressive level of no, I'm keeping it from him. But $2 billion, man.
Well, you gotta wonder how much money he already makes from it.
That's a good point.
I mean,
What would you do with that much money? I'd buy like an African nation.
I would probably never leave my couch for the rest of my life.
I 100% believe you.
I would I would just continually write games and design games write books and design games that appeal to me creatively, and just get the pizza in every day. Maybe
Alright, do I have to get up there to get that little bugger, or is he going to tumble down for me?
probably not.
Alright.
Maybe you climb the tree. Okay, I did it before.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's
You know, in fairness, I've always thought Metal Gear Solid's always had really clunky controls as well. And I think when what little I played of Ground Zeroes seems to have done quite a lot of fixing there. But even in Metal Gear Solid 4, you couldn't do anything as simple as crouch behind something to take cover from guys who were shooting at you. And if you wanted to like get up and shoot, you had to uncrouch and stand there like a lemon, like trying to aim at something in the distance. Hey, there he is. He cunningly sneezed and dodged the hit. So how'd you get over there then? Okay, probably not this way.
Alright, that's drop.
Walk around, maybe there's a slope leading up or something. Yeah, what would I do with $2 billion? Oh, how can any of us answer that question?
Well, it's a fun thing to muse on.
Yeah.
Like, I'd probably set aside a little money to live on, and then maybe go mental and just perform some bizarre sort of... It'd be described maybe as a form of art.
See, that's the thing. I mean, it's easy to say that you'd just live off it for the rest of your life, but you'd be surprised how much your living costs can go up just because you got all this money in the bank.
That's why I fear I'd probably go a bit mental. I don't think I should ever have billions of dollars. I don't think that's a
Tends to happen unconsciously.
insane amount of money to give a single human being.
Yeah. I mean, you probably start off saying, yes, I'll be sensible, but then you'd be walking through a shop and seeing like a massive flat screen telly and think, I don't have a massive flat screen telly, but now I can have one whenever I want.
Oh, I can climb.
It's like when I first moved out of my parents' house. Like, I started eating jelly a lot. Because I really liked jelly, but my parents never gave it to me.
That's fucking hilarious.
My parents never gave it to me very often when I was a kid. So I went through a phase
Who's the parent now?
So I went through a phase of eating lots of jelly, and before long, of course, I couldn't stand the fucking stuff. Basically just solid water that's been fruit flavoured, really, isn't it?
Gross. That's so adorable, that's like...
I think it's an important part of learning, part of growing up. Move out of your parents' house and go through the jelly experience.
Eat the thing your parents said not to.
Sorry, should I say Jell-O?
Nah.
For the benefit of our American viewers, who've just got to be contrary about everything.
Filthy Americans.
So, how do we get that one monkey up there?
I don't honestly know.
You win this round, monkey. Well, there's two others you're supposed to be getting by the looks of it. There's got to be a way up there.
I don't know why I'm looking around.
Go south. Go south from where you're at.
Alright, south.
Yeah, that way. Break your ankles.
Splurch.
Can you climb onto there? Or under
no,
it?
Doesn't look like it.
Slide crawl under it then.
Gotta be away from it, otherwise I'll put my back to it.
Snake living up to his name. I wonder if there's a medal like beneath bronze, because you probably got that and far below that by this point.
Turd. I have turd on a stick. That's what I've won is turd. Oh, there's probably a way.
Yeah, go this way. Of course,
Oh, for fuck's...
Of course, Minecraft is the only game that Mojang has made, but they kind of didn't need to make any more, did they?
Fucking...
It's insane. Kids play it at school to like learn creativity and stuff.
So how are Microsoft, like, what are you supposed to going to happen, like?
I don't know. I mean,
because again, Mojang has that. Yeah, it's got that thing of it's run by this guy. We give our money to this guy. We like this guy. We like this guy, and the game he's made. And now it's good. We like Microsoft, and people aren't going to like that. They're going to throw a tantrum.
I'd say they might want to make it Xbone exclusive, but the cat's kind of already out the bag there. It's already out for Xbone and PS4 and PC.
I think making it a fucking Xbone exclusive would be a catastrophically bad idea if they wanted to maintain any of the goodwill that the game series has. Oh wait, maybe it's over here somewhere.
Well, they can't put the genie back in the bottle. I think the only one left was the one that was on that rise.
We got two up there. I've got one left.
Well, did you go all the way up, all the way to the end of that rise?
Oh, God, looking around in this is just painful.
I think, you know, Microsoft can't, like, take back the version of Minecraft that's on PS4 and PC, but what they could do is, like, add exclusive content that only the Xbox gets.
I still think that's going to cause, like, a fairly hectic internet,
It does raise the question of what can you do with Minecraft at this point, because it's, like, very hugely modded. We played a very heavily modded version on PC. Hey!
I'm gonna shoot you in the fucking face.
That was a sneaky hiding place. I'll see where he falls. Whoops. Too late.
I'll be down here somewhere.
Just gonna have to guess.
Ah, there he is. 10 minutes almost, a new record.
You're the best. You do a little footy dance. Oh, what would you call that? 75th place?
You know what? I'm gonna retry that. I reckon I can do a little better.
Okay.
I believe I could improve on my time.
Okay, impress me. Well, of course now you know what they all are.
Yeah. How do you think, like, Genius McGee got all these fucking good terms?
By being the developer.
Yeah, and that's just cheating.
Genius McGee being one of Hideo Kojima's call signs, I'm presuming.
Yeah, I think that's him on Tinder.
Who's this Genius McGee guy in the chat room who's constantly talking about what a great storytelling experience Metal Gear Solid 4 was?
You make a lot of Kojima-y points, Genius McGee.
It wasn't, it was really dumb. And somehow David Hayter's dumb snake voice was even more dumb in Metal Gear Solid 4. Because suddenly he was talking like he had a mouthful of frog spawn as well.
In my mind, David Hayter just does loads and loads of soda bulbs before he does all these records now.
You know, he wrote the screenplay for X-Men.
Really?
Yeah, he's a screenwriter as well.
Yeah.
Well, he's not a very good voice actor. Oh!
Hater hate.
Hey, Hater's gonna hate. Hater's gonna hate Hater.
Alright, I'm gonna get that little bugger from the very top this time. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm not gonna set any records.
Show him a lesson. Well, you can, yeah.
Come to me.
You can beat your previous time at least, but then that's like beating a dwarf at the high jump.
What if he's got like those sort of pneumatic Autobot legs, and because of his like low body weight, he can just sort of explode forth from the ground like Mario?
I didn't say it was the robot suit Olympics.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it makes sense.
Look at him. He's just staring out at the world.
I mean, that
Isn't
guy
it
with...
amazing. You fucking little piece of shit. Back to the zoo with you.
I mean, that guy with the spring legs probably runs faster than a runner with healthy legs. Oh, that's right. Didn't he get let off that shooting?
Oh, snipe. Onto the ground.
Didn't I read that?
Okay.
One left.
He's not guilty of, like, premeditated murder, but, like, guilty of culpable manslaughter, which to me says we think he did it, but we can't prove he did it.
What do you mean by culpable manslaughter?
I'm nearly 100% sure that was what was written. It was culpable manslaughter. So that
that
means,
like
like,
a
he's
wild-
killed some... He's kind of... He did kill somebody, because he
That-
shot through the thing.
Was that the name for like a sort of
A soft
like
metal band.
like a momentary wild passion?
Dragnet of the Apes. Well, yeah. Well, the thing is, he did like. It's not debated that he shot through the wall or the door of the toilet and like killed his missus. But the debate is whether he did that deliberately or he did that because he thought black people were nearby.
Okay.
So culpable
So
homicide means he did kill somebody, but
He thought it was because black people were... But they decided...
Well, that's a joke about like the issue of race relations in South Africa, which is notoriously prickly.
Is that what they've actually decided, that he didn't think it was his wife?
Well, that was what he was claiming. Yeah, he thought someone was breaking in, and because he has no legs and a gun, he was like, shoot first, ask questions later, which
So they bought
wouldn't
that,
make
did they?
sense. Well, again, I mean, what the fuck?
Was he wearing his springy legs? I mean, why wouldn't you, like about the house?
Alright.
Well, perhaps we shouldn't speculate on... Oh, they're trying to mess around with your headshots. What assholes.
Come at me like that, you creepy little thing.
And that guy just goes straight back to dancing, because that's how
This
he rolls.
is so slow! Hey.
I'm glad we went on to monkey mode, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean,
I think that was the right decision. That's the kind of fast thinking you need to do as a professional producer.
oh, come on, the dot was on him. Fuck it. God damn it.
No, that wasn't that time.
Every time I let it, because you have to hold down the button to get him to draw the weapon, and then let it go to get him to shoot.
That's another thing I hate about Metal Gear Solid controls.
Well, it used. You remember how the PS2 controllers had like that weird kind of analog buttony thing, like they could detect pressure?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was for that. So the idea is if you let the button go, like the square button go gently, you'd put the gun away without shooting. Whereas if you sort of took your finger off, that would result in the actual shot going, which was
That was a dumb control, by the way.
It really fucking was. It was terrible in the game, and it's double terrible when you're playing on a controller that doesn't actually have that feature.
Probably explains why it wasn't in any other future iterations of the
Such
DualShock.
an odd, like, I know it's like, oh, it's going to be like the, you know, the trigger or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, no.
Well,
it's unpleasant.
They didn't have vibration as standard. Vibration was added and became standard later.
Got you in your horrible little fucking monkey face.
Sometimes it can be hard to tell what will become standard.
Yeah, well, sticks did pretty fucking quickly.
Well, yes, because that was during